Don't pay a quarter, don't pay a dime, don't pay a penny, don't waste your time. If half a penny is all he asks, don't give him any. Lay off his tracks, my half a penny is what he'll say. Still a steep price, just walk away.
Good morning, Hit Nation. Good and happy New Year morning, Hit Nation. Folks, Fokettes, and everything in between and beyond. My name is Roy, the host of Mahapanies, the host of these pregame pennies. Kind of freezing here in the temperatures, on the glacial temperatures of lovely South Florida right now in the lower 50s. Yes, just the same as our people there up north, including my brother up in Tallahassee. And I discovered that just by letting my son know that I'm recording a video for YouTube, which is a social media that he particularly likes. He's fine with it. And so that's fine. Let the airplanes fly as long as I'm recording outside against the background of the white wall, so I don't film anybody else like yesterday, and we should be fine. All right. The Heat faced the Pistons today at home. We are 0-1. We understand what happened. We all should remember what happened if we watched last game on November 29th. The injury report is as follows. The Heat is not going to have, the Heat might not have Simone Fontecchio, questionable with an ankle. Again, a guy that needs to improve a lot to be able to be reinserted into the rotation. Pelle Larsson, who I think should perhaps be even in the starting lineup, which is what I meant yesterday in the video, I think. He's out with an ankle. Tyler Hero is going to miss his 28th game out of 34 this season, out with a toe. And Terry Rozier, NBA cover up. The Pistons have Tobias Harris as doubtful, the hip injury, doubtful, not questionable, doubtful. So theoretically, we would not be expecting Tobias Harris to play. What I read was written 2 hours ago, so there's no improvement there. His impact last game was 23 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, one of them offensive. He had a minus 16, 3 personal fouls, and 3 turnovers. But if he, of course, comes back with the team, he's going to start, right? Now, the Pistons win, or won, rather, the game on November 29th, 138-135. Kate Cunningham, Tobias Harris, Duncan Robinson leading in scoring, 28, 26, and 18 points, respectively. Jalen Duren is now with the team, and Duncan Robinson is projected to start. All in all, it's a very balanced game that we lost by one possession. We can talk about the rallying back and all that, stuff. But at the end of the day, we were at the height of our game, playing them. Heat has a tough New Year Days night against number 1 team in the East, a team they lost to when they were still playing at the height of their high level. Because Pelle Larsson not being available to me is worse than Hero not being available, because we know that the reinsertion of Hero into this lineup has caused some shakeup and has coincided with a decline of play of the team, and we don't know exactly how Hero is going to adapt and fit into this scheme if and when, and I say if because of trade deadline issues, he comes back. But he's still on a day-to-day basis. We don't know. No updates. I'm going to say it again. Miami Heat in particular are very not transparent when it comes to injury reports, and we never know what really is happening until things start happening later on, right? So if Jovic keeps his level of play up the same way he has done in the 2 games since his return, it's going to help us a lot. But it's very. There's no need even to say that we need more from Norman Powell. We need more from Wiggins, Jaquez, and of course, in this case, we need more from Bam offensively as well. And Bam, Wiggins, and our defensive players playing well on both sides of the floor. I learned with the game against the Nuggets, which, by the way, when I saw the injury on Jokic, I really thought that it was a banging of the knee. I did not think that it was something that could have been. Okay, let's back it up a little bit. They say it could have been a torn ligament, but I've seen players with torn ligament. It's a common injury in soccer, right? I've seen Ronaldo tear his ligament, I believe, twice. I think it was the same knee even. but I think he had torn ligaments in both knees. And I see how the player is when they tear the ligament. They're not walking off the court. And Jokic, being whatever he is, he could be Superman up to the end of his days. He wouldn't walk out. He wouldn't have walked out of the court with a torn ligament. That's why I didn't think it was serious. In all fairness, but still, he wouldn't have walked out of the court with a torn ligament. But I didn't know it was a torn ligament. At the time, I made a joke, and I apologize to the universe for that joke. But yes, there's no such thing as a schedule loss. We won against Nuggets, even though they didn't have a bunch of players and didn't have Joker for half the game, for basically. But this one against the Pistons seems to be the ideal game to end our 3-game winning streak. The game tips off at 7 p.m. tonight on FanDuel Sports Network and League Pass. You can also listen to it on Radio Mambi, WAQI 710 AM and WKAM 104.3 Sports. Stay safe, stay dry, stay warm, and stay as happy as possible in this very complicated world of ours. Let's go Heat.